Hey team, Alaric Hammell here, and I'm responding to the videos Amanda and Todd put together. And first, great job. They're fantastic. I think we got a lot of good feedback here, and honestly, it seems a way to communicate and be productive in this sort of asynchronous video format. Okay, so I'm going to kind of jump right into it on the signature fall events page. I agree with Amanda that it was weird in the organization that there was off grounds and then on grounds, but the on grounds event was not categorized. But I agree with Todd that we don't want to push the off ground stuff, our bread and butter, our UVA club events, too far down the page. So what I did is I tried entering in this new sort of subheading, kicking off the fall event season, brings off associations with football, and then this makes it obvious that this is what we're sort of leading with the President Sullivan Dinner, International Welcome Dinner. And then also I just absolutely love the ideas Amanda suggested about faculty having a faculty travel page, faculty speaking page, static one. So I've created one here, uvaclubs.virginia.edu/faculty-travel, and I'll link that. And this will be the one we work on today. I put in a travel map that Amanda did, which I think is absolutely fantastic, that we can put in there. And then we'll go down here probably and have headshot maybe of the featured faculty that we're talking about, like Jody Kilbasa, administrators too, and talk about where they've been for UVA club events. And that is what I imagine in this part of the page. And this might be some of the, like in part of the blurb, like we talk about how many events they've been to over the past few years, that kind of thing. Now moving back, okay, welcome to the city. I think, like Todd said, I think, and Amanda, we're pretty much okay here, I think, at least in terms of the structure and design. I like what Amanda said about having a UVA clubs tailgates page. However, I think in the beginning here, that's going to be a little tougher to come around. The Cab Travels tailgate seems to be the feedback I got on that was that it was more designed for a sort of trying to keep it small, so that promoting it may not be the thing. So we may get more news on that, we may not. But for now, I think a static page on tailgates might not be what we're looking for. After this football season, we might have something where we can just link that to an archives tag of all people's photos who have gone to tailgates and event information, that kind of thing, and that would be pretty great. Okay, and then let's young alumni reunions and homecoming. I reached out to the Alumni Association to see if what their policy is on using their Flickr. Okay, so after that pause, let's take a look now. Young alumni reunions and homecoming. Reached out to the Alumni Association. They've got some great photos on their Flickr account that we could be able to use for that. Looking at this page, redesigning this a little bit. I agree with Todd in terms of dynamic content. The video works better up higher. I made the photos here a little bit smaller so they come in. I'm trying to go with what Amanda said about pom-poms here and see if we can get some more photos through the Alumni Association for homecoming. And they might even have some preferred copy that they use or that they give us permission to use to sort of cross-promote there. Okay, welcome to the city page. I agree with Todd that we don't want to bury the lead too much here with the register information, although it does sort of make sense in terms of structure, design, information flow to have information first and then a catchy photo. So maybe I'm thinking something like a register now button or something like that we put in here right after the first paragraph that's a little bit unobtrusive and still would just then link right down to an anchor link so they come right down here to find the event. I like what I was saying about the international page and that he thinks we're pretty much done, and it works for me. We could flesh this out a little bit when we get that number or something like that, but pretty much the map is fantastic, and this links back. I agree. I think we're at an offerable stage there. And then just a final note about UVA Express. I agree. We'll have potential to add to this after the event, touch it up a little bit, make it sort of more presentable as it was sort of like grabbed on from Blackbaud. We can sort of make this design more of our own. And in doing that, I think I talked to Amanda a little bit. It might be part of how we're doing with the signature fall events, an international page that would then have sub pages here for UVA Express, international dinner, anything related to international on that kind of level would be, I think, pretty interesting to do. So that's looking forward. But for Friday, I think we're good with mostly I'm going to be working today on the Young Alumni Reunions Homecoming, and we'll flesh this page out, and I think we'll have something to offer that's pretty decent on Friday morning. All right, thanks, and we'll talk later.